Beauty News family, welcome back to the next episode of the Makeup Breakup. Today we are going to destroy something that, I don't know, how do you feel about this?
It's been highly requested.
It has. We are a little bit gun shy about this brand, but we are also very intrigued about doing this.
Yeah.
Myself particularly, because I've been putting the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette to the test recently. I received this in a Beautylish Lucky bag and it was just fate.
Yeah, it was fate.
People wanted us to break it up. We were kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't want to feel like, or we didn't want to sound like we were bashing Jeffree Star and picking on his products, because we're not.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Or just using his products to like
get views
and grow our channel, because that's not what it was about.
Yeah.
We did start with a Jeffree Star product,
but that was a fluke.
It was a fluke. Honestly, it just kind of like it just happened. And in hindsight, if we could have changed that, we probably would.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
It would have been nice to have had a couple of those videos under our belt, so
Absolutely.
people weren't thinking that we were coming for Jeffree Star.
No.
So we have. It's been a couple of months now.
Yep.
Nearly 3 months.
Yep.
So we're doing this palette now.
Yes.
But we're trying. We're not monsters, to be completely honest. We're going to try to repress this.
Yeah. I have been trying this palette, so it has been used. We are going to take that into consideration.
Yeah.
But to be perfectly honest, there's some shades I like in here. I want to keep them.
Yeah.
But also, when the Androgyny palette comes out, I want to be able to compare them. So I want to keep it, which means we will repress it.
Yeah.
Now, I think the thing that I'm most interested in finding out with this is on the packaging, it says net weight is 2.52 grams. Now, I think
that's wrong.
That's an error.
Yeah. Because net weight implies that all the shades together equal 2.5 grams.
Yeah.
And a normal MAC eyeshadow is 1.5 grams.
Yeah.
So, and what is Inglot's 2.8 grams?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it makes sense if this is supposed to be per shade, it's 2.5 grams.
Yeah. That's what I think it's meant to be.
Yeah, we think it's an error. We'll take that into consideration. Yeah. We'll also take into consideration that some of these shades have been used.
Yeah.
They've all been swatched and some of them lightly used.
Yes, yeah.
But if it's like, if per shade it's lost half a gram, that's not from use.
I have not used that much.
Yeah.
I have not used the palette enough to lose that much product. But honestly, I think the pans will contain what they're meant to, if not more.
Yeah.
So but because of their size, I'm intrigued to like get in there and see how deep they are. So it'll be a fun one. Because
that's also a lot of people go, you get a lot of product in the palette and in his highlighters, and you do. But with his highlighters, and the reason why we started this series was because there were rumours that they were easily breaking in the mail because they were quite thin.
Yeah.
So the pan was quite big to make it look really impressive and to have a really big mirror. But because the product was so thinly spread over the pan, it was quite fragile.
Yeah.
And so people think the same thing of this.
Yeah.
I know there's been someone, I don't know who did it, but someone did just like digging into it and just destroying it for kind of clickbait reasons. We like our destroying videos to be a little bit more informative than that. So we
want it to have a purpose, and I'm not getting rid of this palette. I'm keeping it. It's not the best, but it's certainly not the fucking worst. Yeah. And it's all right. Like, I'll get use out of it.
Yeah, so we're going to destroy them shade at a time, put them in a little cup. We're going to weigh the product per pan.
Yeah, we'll do per pan.
Per pan, and then we'll put all the information on the screen, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's go.
That's a really dry one.
Whoa, actually the pan is surprisingly deeper than I thought it would be. It's surprisingly difficult to like.
Yeah, because it's a dry
Yeah,
formula.
it's really dry. It just wants to flake.
Different formula.
Is it? Can I have a
It's like just a lot more kind of,
stab?
it's a bit wet. Like it's
Oh wow, yeah. That does feel
not
different.
as flaky. Like it's not as
Dry or
Yeah. And
It
chalky.
feels kind of creamy-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
harder.
Yeah. Surprisingly, like, hard. It sticks to the magnet. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Whoa. So does the thing, obviously. That's interesting.
Yeah. That was the only one so far that's done it.
Yeah.
Oh, this one sticks too. Oh, Jesus.
Magnetic.
So the glitter ones.
Yeah.
That's,
That's pretty cool.
look at it.
Yeah. here it is, pressed, and not quite as good as new, but it's not bad. It's not as pretty, but we always know that happens with when anything that you repress. So we're going to put the numbers on the screen of how much each shadow contained and like how much more there was, because all of the shadows contained more than what was advertised on the packaging. The one that contained the least was Star Power here. That contained 2.85 grams. And the one that contained the most was Rich Bitch over here. That one contained 4.78 grams. So all over, which we expected. You know, we've done Jeffree Star before and it's no surprise.
Also, with the first one that contained the least amount of product, that one had so much pigment that it was causing us issues.
Dramas.
It was getting everywhere. So even though it contains the least amount of product in the palette, it's probably the one that you need the least amount of colour to get like an impactful look. So you can definitely conclude that every single pan contained over 2.52 grams, which is what was stated on the packaging. Some of them even got close to double that amount. So definitely you get the amount of product that it states. Plus. And that was also after we had used some of the product and also taken it out of the pan, which meant that there would have been some wastage.
So the pans are large. They're not abnormally thin. They are larger than standard sized square eyeshadow pans, so like bigger than the Inglot ones. And they're just as deep as normal eyeshadow pans. So they are significantly larger. So, you know, he can back that claim up for sure. Yeah, I think it's impressive.
Yeah, one thing also that's interesting to point out is that some of the shades that had some sparkle in it were actually reacting to the magnet. So clearly some of the pigments in there are magnetic. And especially in the black one, that was quite strong. Also, the formula is very different from shade to shade. This one is almost like a foamy mousse consistency when repressed. This one is very, very almost condensed and looks like there's not much product in the pan. So they do all have a distinctly different formula. There's very few that are actually quite similar to each other.
People have been asking for before and after swatches. I do have before swatches of this palette, and when it is dry, I will take after swatches. So you'll be seeing a photo of that now on the screen.
Okay, so that's our Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette where we destroy it, we weigh it, and yeah, we attempted to repress it. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's
not perfect.
It will work. It will work.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll still work. Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We will link a playlist in the corner for you guys to check out. Also some other videos down in the description box. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.